Guten Morgen.
Hello, hello.
I mean, guten Abend. Yes, how you do?
I'm all right, I'm here on a good Sunday evening. We're
Yes, yes.
thankful it's dry today, although rain was
Oh,
pretty.
yes, yes. I saw the
Did
footage.
you?
I,
Because
s-
did you really see Kingston City, my
I
God?
saw even buses. I saw like the buses were well driving
Buses,
the
trucks, the poor people, them good,
water.
nice, clean, expensive Benz was just rolling on down the road.
So what happened? It was just a flash flood or something?
Well, there is a system out there. But how it came, it just kind of started off, oh, okay, regular little Friday evening, and then it just flipped. And the
Wow.
amount of water, like my friend, I was home, fortunately. My
Mm,
friend who was on the road just said it was fine. It was just regular rain going along fine. And then, literally, in a matter of 2 minutes, it's like an uncontrollable deluge of just rain and the
crazy.
water. She said it was so scary because you literally felt the water like door height against you in the car, and you're just like, mighty God,
That's
mighty God.
crazy. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. And of course, so we know really, although there is lots of runoff and lots of things, but I just think the literally amount of water
How
that
fast? Yeah.
happened,
Hmm.
it was just too much.
Right, 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 right.
So yeah. And I
Wow.
mean, we haven't heard of any deaths.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Thank God.
But of course, people's houses got ruined, business places got ruined.
Wow.
What was it? Now called, what was Four Seasons, not Four Seasons, Summit House, which was no, what was Summit before, for people who wouldn't have known? My mom is trying to remind me in the background. Across from Four Seasons, and
Oh,
you have the other entrance on
oh, the hotel, that hotel there.
yes, what was that hotel that people knew?
What am I
Knoxford
thinking?
Court.
Knutsford Court. Oh, it's something else now?
It's called the Summit now.
Oh, I
So I
didn't.
don't know if they still have like hotel rooms there, but
Okay.
it's like a several restaurants are there. They have a big
What?
food thing. Yeah. They have a big food, street food stuff that happens there every Friday. It's called Summit
It's
Food Village.
crazy. I love that.
Yes, I mean, if the I think all the rooms and the ballroom spaces and the meeting spaces are still available if you want to rent it and have it.
Oh,
But how it was original set up, like it still looks exactly, not exactly the same, but
right.
functionally the same. But
Okay.
it's not like, hey, can I have a room
Gotcha.
for a few? Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah. So of course, not only Summit being cancelled for the night, the food village, but the domino setups, because they have like game tables and all of these
Oh,
things.
that's
It's got
great.
very nice. It's turned into a very nice multifunctional space.
Nice. I love
Just
that.
ruined. The woman's house was completely. I mean, when you see it, it's really, really sad. Her whole
Yeah.
house was washed out, completely dirt on all her furniture. It was a mess. And that was in the New Kingston area,
So
actually.
is it that the gullies and the runoff areas there were not cleaned out or?
I mean, are they ever really that clean? But I just
True.
think it was just so
The
much and
speed, the
blockage, and
speed and the amount. Yeah.
the amount of water, and again, because so much construction is happening in Kingston
Wow.
right now,
Mm-hmm.
you see,
Yeah.
all of the water, silt, rock, boulder, tree, broke off tree was just rolling on down the street and would have blocked drains.
Right. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just a miss, but we haven't heard of any deaths coming out of it, thank God. Definitely people lost their homes,
Mm-hmm.
business places, damaged cars or damaged to insurance companies. Gonna about to have some whole lot of work to process.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's
Other
what's
than
this?
that, we're here. It's been a
Yeah.
dry weekend, but I think rain is supposed to happen again next week. Let's hope nothing like what
Nothing
happened
like
on
what happened
Friday.
there. Right. 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 Okay. What's going on with me? I'm here. This is a new semester started. I think when we did
Yes.
the last one was about to start, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe just 1 week. I don't remember, but I think we're like 3 weeks in, and there's another week.
Mm.
It's moving very fast. It feels like,
It does. It does.
yeah,
And in many ways, I'm always like, okay, thank you too, because
yeah,
A,
yeah.
I'm a Christmas baby, and I'm like, B,
Listen to
let's
me now. I'm ready for the movies.
Hallmark, we hear you.
I'm ready for the movies. Well, actually, even though I'm also a Halloween. I love the horror movies. Well, I love
Yes,
certain
all of
kinds of
them.
horror movies. So I'm ready for that. And then once that's done, because it's over here it's Thanksgiving and then Christmas, so Christmas can go for Thanksgiving all the way through.
And of course, Mariah is defrosting as we speak.
She's no. Let's not talk about the frosting because she has not hibernated. She's been pushing this new album, and I'm very upset because it's pure ratchet songs in it,
Oh
and
yeah.
she needs to hibernate and go plan a new Christmas special. That's her.
Oh, it's a new Christmas album.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
just a new
That's the
album.
problem. It's a ratchet album, and,
She
and
cannot do Daydream and Music Box till she dies, Mike.
no, but she can do more Christmas. That's just her lane that
She
she's
could.
found that works for her.
She could.
Right?
She
Yeah.
really
I
could.
mean, she can do everything. Of course, we know that. But
Yeah.
the Christmas thing is special, and don't go plan this new album to release her own Christmas time. That don't make any sense.
Oh,
Release
she's trying to release it around
it
Christmas time.
really. I think
That's not
it
gonna work.
released recently. Yeah. No, you can't do
Yeah.
that.
Let's
Release it
not do that.
in February or March or something, and then go tour with it in the summer, and then you go sleep,
And then
and
you
you
go
come on a
sleep.
Christmas special. Right? For the,
Child.
yes, that is the way it's
Try
supposed.
as she may, during this season, unless she does a remaster of the Christmas album, which I think she already did 2 years
I think
ago,
she did that already. Yeah.
and couple it with the new album, she can guarantee some sales. Other than that, it's death in the sand.
Well, I
So
mean, the thing is that she don't even have to do. She don't have to do on anything. She'd have to come up with nothing new. It's
it's
gonna
true.
have sales and streams again every year
Every year,
as
every
people
year.
look forward to it and stuff. She needs to lean into that, and make peace with
And
it, and
let's
just
go
yeah. And then you can do other things at the other parts of the year. That's fine. You can be as ratchet as you want in March.
and do whatever you need to do.
That's right. Come on, man.
Sell the Duppy.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Antonio, what is Antonio? Is that late for a flight or
Yes,
delayed
he
flight?
is in airport drama, delayed flight, so he won't be joining us this. And
Yeah.
we shout out to him and hope he gets to a destination. Because let me tell
Yes.
you, airport delays is just,
Not fun.
it's not okay.
Not fun. Yeah,
And it
so back.
leaves everybody tired.
hmm I mean, the airports are tiring enough already.
Enough, even when things are running smoothly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, so we're back at the Duppy. I think we were planning to do this meeting and then another meeting, and then like I'll close up, a round up, hopefully
Yeah.
with his son and his wife. I hope.
And that's very exciting news.
Yeah.
Do our
Very, very.
online members know that? And our community know
Oh,
that? The
I
family
don't know.
reached
Have
out.
we? So I mean, for whoever will watch it,
Right.
we've been hearing from Adam from Anthony's son, and then
Hmm.
also saw some messages from Kathy, from his wife, as well. I
That's
spoke to her
nice.
last week, week before last. Had a nice little conversation about what we've been doing, but also about Anthony and his process and who he was, and or just how much he was just he was just so Jamaican. It's like so typical Jamaican. So yeah, it'd be great to speak with them and get some of the get some of the background
Feedback.
information on growing up and all the other things.
That would
So
be very cool. I'm looking forward to that conversation, definitely.
yeah, yeah,
Because I think, for me, I think that's one of the things, even about this space and this book club, that I like is every time we try and do, we haven't hit it for maybe one book,
yeah. For one book, we didn't get to
for
do it.
one book, but for all the others, we got either the author or somebody close to them. And
Right.
I think that is, I really appreciate that about this space, is that a lot of places, yeah, they read the book and we have analysis. I
hmm
don't actually ever hear from the author.
Right.
And I think it's so very cool that we get a chance to talk to them and say,
hmm
hey, so what were you thinking? Because a lot of the time when we read them book here, we have one thing on this bag of analysis, and the author was like, no, no,
Yeah, that wasn't what I was thinking at all.
at all. I wasn't thinking. I really was just writing
Yes, yes. I had a deadline. I had a deadline. I had to get it
a
out.
deadline and I had to write something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
So where we
start
reach?
off.
Where we reach? Where we reach?
We
This.
are definitely between 5 to 10, more closer to after 10.
Hmm.
We're reached there. I think Babs is definitely is in heaven. He made it over to the next side, and
Yes.
we started our analysis of his life post getting to heaven
Right. The
and
shop.
what that's like for him. Yes,
The shop. The shop. The shop factors. Really
the
factors
shop
into it.
with his love and I guess girlfriend for the first part of it, Miss B,
Well, girlfriend by force, I guess. But
girlfriend by force.
yes, girlfriend by force. But and plus, he was also, lent to some of the other sisters, the other church
Yes,
sisters.
it's sharing is caring over there in heaven
Yes, for a grind,
for a
as he called
grind.
it, a good grind.
Like it was the major currency between the sisters in the village.
Yes, and I think it. I think when he went to the shop and she said, "Do you want to keep it?" I don't even want to say it out here what it is, and it's like, what do you mean if I want to keep it? She said, well, you could file for the government to have it removed. So some Christians don't want to keep their manhood. So he's like, no, nobody not troubling mine. So
Why
so
would
she
you even do that?
yes, so she was quite happy, and
But I mean, it is so funny considering that this thing here, the having of the sex has become so integral to his heavenly life.
yes,
It's
yes.
amazing that you could file for the government to remove it.
But it's so weird also because you could change the shape of your body any way you want. So I'm not
which is
sure.
which again I don't remember if we spoke about that. We did speak about that last time. I don't know this idea that in heaven you whatever you want, whatever earthly situation you wanted to get rid of or change on earth, in heaven it is possible.
Yes.
Although in heaven, as I understand it, you become quite satisfied with everything because everything essentially feels good.
Hmm. Yes.
There
Yes.
is no pain, there is no nothing attached to it. But hey, if you so desire, you could also change it.
Yes. And pretty much everything goes.
Yes.
So,
So
but
very cool.
there's also the concept of reincarnation, I guess,
Yes. And
because
so that's a big thing. I think it happens maybe about chapter 8 or something,
yeah, around that, yeah.
around chapter 8 or something. And again, going through the book, and they were there lying peacefully, enjoying their evening.
All of a sudden,
And
I heard disappear.
all of a sudden, it feels like her head is about, and he's in one shock, kind of going, What's happening? And then she feel her head. And
Uh,
Miss goes, Lord Jesus, like she said, I'm
I'm
crowning.
crowning. I'm crowning.
I'm crowning. What is crowning? I don't even know if I had the significance of using the term crowning,
Uh,
but I don't know because when your head is your crown, so I guess when a baby
but that's what
comes
they call
through,
it when the baby is coming through the
yes, that
when
your
it's
crown.
born.
That's what it
Right.
is.
Right.
Your
Right.
crowning when the head is breached.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Crowning, right? And so your head disappears first in the afterlife, and then
Well,
other
I
parts
guess
of
it
you
depends on how
just
you're being born, but
oh you're oh you're being born and just disappears. You know that, and I remember kind of going, and I was talking to you about it, going how she was just like, but I don't want to be born anything other than Jamaican, and I certainly don't want to be born in a cold country.
right. Yes. Yes.
But I don't think you could petition for where it is that you were born.
No, I don't. You'd have no choice with that one.
You'd have a choice,
Yeah.
yeah. So you could be a Jamaican and be reincarnated and born in a different time,
So she reached
which
back.
is interesting because I don't know if Jamaicans, especially at the time Winkler would have written that.
Hmm.
Jamaicans, and I could be wrong, unless you are a very special, a very particular set who you followed a religion that spoke about reincarnation. I don't know if Jamaicans really, especially at that time, spoke a lot about reincarnation or even played with that concept.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially not the traditional.
not the traditional.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying
yeah.
to think about if there's a way in which we kind of did it. I guess you talk about life after death, definitely being
Right,
a
right,
duppy.
right.
Definitely, we got as far culturally as being a duppy,
Hmm, hmm.
but I don't know if when we're born again.
Right. Unless they were Buddhist or something,
Yes, right.
Baha'i or
Born
whatever.
again for us was only the spiritual Christian born
Right,
again.
right, right.
Right. And
Yeah,
your final stop is heaven or hell,
right.
not reincarnation.
But in the book, born again means literally being born again.
Literally being born again. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back into the world. Yes.
Yes, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess when we kind of continue somewhere, we'll definitely see if there's another thing kind of attached to that. And I don't think Winkler himself was, if he claimed a religion, it was not anything other than Christianity. I don't think.
I don't think so. I'm not
I
sure.
don't think so.
I don't
So
remember.
again, ahead of his time in terms of even talking about, and certainly outside of the box, which is his style,
Hmm.
talking about reincarnation and this idea of coming to be again.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So very, very cool
Yeah.
situations.
One of the things that I found amusing, especially about Thaddeus Babs, is that he has this resistance to kind of accepting that heaven is the way heaven is,
Yes.
and he kept wanting things to be the way that
It
he
was
thought
on
it
earth.
should be. So, like
Yes.
when he just goes to he signs all these papers in the shop, and then he's like, okay, what I must do with myself now, and so he starts to restack her tin
We
things,
start the goods and the products.
good, and clean the shelf because he had several shops of his own. So
Hmm.
he's like, but this is how shop runs. So this let me do it. She don't ask him to do nothing, just look at him. I was like, all right, whatever. So
He did that, and I mean, and it continued because a big portion of what happened is that is him processing heavenly life, and he found a nice sweet spot
yeah,
as he moved along. But really, this idea, even when she finished Crown and she left, and now him turn around and say, "Ah, the shop is my own. I can do what I like."
hmm,
And he set off to make changes in the village
and make
of
lots of
heaven,
rules.
and
Yes.
it doesn't, it works, but it doesn't work because as per his style in on earth, he would say, okay, if three tin a sardine, I'm going to put two around here. So I guess it was the idea, if people think there's a shortage, they will pay a higher price.
Yes.
And as him tried to take off, so the goods would reappear.
Would reappear because there's no such thing as shortage in heaven.
Shortage in heaven. And
Yeah.
as him take down the sardine, as him take down another piece of product, it would just magically restock.
Yes.
And him say, but this don't make no sense here. And so him tell the people them they're only allowed one pound of sugar, 2 pound of sugar max.
Hmm.
And the poor customers were quite, because what do you mean?
All these limitations. That makes me think of, how some people who have spent most of their life in Jamaica, and I guess it applies anywhere, not just
Hmm.
Jamaica alone. They spend all of your life in this particular place, and then you are given the opportunity, or the opportunity is forced on you to relocate to a new
Yes.
country, to emigrate, to get a green card, whatever. And some people just cannot acclimatize to this new place.
So this is a new way of
I thought it
being.
was one of those people. He got he got a green card. He got a green
You
card,
got a green card, yes.
and he went up and he spent 1 week in the US and decided, nope, not for me. Went back home, never
Yeah.
went back.
And there are lots of people who are like that. There are
Yeah,
lots of people, a lot of Caribbean people. And then you have the ones who genuinely become so homesick that they have to leave
yeah,
for like their own sanity, their own survival. A lot of students who got the choice, they went away for college and did not finish even their first year.
wow, wow,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was game over. Game over. Even when you are kind of in a college system where there's somewhat of a routine set up because you have to have classes and
yeah. And
you
you know
find
that it's
somewhere
not
to
permanent.
stay.
It's
And it's not permanent.
yeah.
Become so homesick that it was game over.
I had
My
no idea.
experience of that was seasonal depression. I mean,
Okay,
I made it through, but seasonal depression is real
it is
because
real. Yeah, yeah.
if you come from somewhere that sun always almost always shining. Even if it is you can't bother with the hot sun. When it is become raining all day, snowy all day, you have to walk out and go to classes in the snow boots, and you start to wear clothes that is not what you're used to and thing. Because after the prettiness of snow dies, it's
Hmm.
an ugly thing.
It's nasty. It's
It's
filthy.
nasty.
It's filthy. It's either yellow or it's black, and,
Well,
and sludgy, and it's disgusting. But I mean, I would tell you, I never experienced that seasonal
mm,
depression. I was fine. I mean, I think, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I like the cold. That's one
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
But partly because I can take off so much clothes in the heat and no more.
I know
Um,
more. That's true.
you know, you know,
That's true.
and I used to get a rash from the heat too.
Ah,
So so I really did enjoy the cold. Like it would snow, and I'd say, "Oh, let me go for a walk," and and I'd go go for a walk in the snow. And
I
I know,
didn't. I mean, I didn't
yeah,
need to go for a walk in the snow.
yeah.
I had to go to school. I had to walk to school every day.
Well, yes,
Snow
even
or
then,
rain.
but sometimes it was just so pretty 'cause it was fresh snow.
It
You
was
get that,
fresh snow is beautiful.
yeah,
It
you
is
crunch.
beautiful.
You had the nice little crunchy as you walk through the fresh snow, and everything is just kind of blanketed and stuff. It's nice, but
Yes.
it's nasty though. And then there's salt on the sidewalk, and and steam coming up from from the sewers and stuff. It's disgusting. Um,
But winter fashion is always
you
good.
know, I yeah, but yeah, I just didn't mind it, and I guess I didn't really have a choice. In my head, I was like, I'm not gonna turn around and go, oh no, I can't deal with this, and go home.
Yeah. I
That way.
mean, I guess it's something like theaters. If you didn't have the privilege of being able to change the new world into what you could handle. And
Right.
maybe that is what Theodos was trying to do, Babs was trying to do. He was just like,
Make
it
something
was his
happen.
coping mechanism of being thrown into heaven. Because,
Right.
you died unwillingly. It's not like you was sick and you started to prepare your mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was just like, well, one day you wake up and you're not in your body, and then you go on this journey, and perhaps here you are
Yeah.
into the heavens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was him trying to, I guess, cope to
Mm.
make things more like what we need it to be when we travel.
Yeah. Like
You know,
little anchors okay,
yeah,
you're where you're supposed to be. This is familiar.
yeah,
Nothing.
this
Yeah.
is
I
familiar. Yeah,
understand
it's
that.
a
I understand.
familiarity.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he produced quite a lot of interesting story time, and Winkler went with it, and it was an interesting thing, and Heaven certainly had all his rules. You know,
Yeah.
sex being a major currency.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, it's like, well, that would be a Jamaican heaven, but I don't.
Mhm. It would be a Jamaican man's heaven. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. Yes, yes.
yeah, sex and patties and beef patties. No, I'm kidding. I don't there be.
And beef patties.
Yes,
Yes.
but yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm
So
trying to remember if there's other than the products, was there much talk of food?
dumpling. I think I know that
Dumpling.
she
Yes,
was
there was
cooking
that line
dumpling
about
and
pum pum and dumpling.
yeah, a dumpling and what else? She was cooking other things like fish. Was it
It
fish?
was
She was cooking for him at
She was
least.
cooking. Yes, yes.
Like
Dumpling
even
and I think it's fish.
yeah, like
Yes.
even when she farmed him out to the other sister.
Yes. She
Like, go
said,
to
"Go
my
on.
bride.
When
When
you
you come
come
home, you
back,
can be
the
ready.
dinner will be ready." Nicey? What you mean?
Yes, yes. I mean, that is a Jamaican man's dream because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. They're not one woman men.
I, hush, hush, Michael. The Jamaican men will certainly say we are a very faithful set.
Of
Thank you.
course, of course,
Loyal to a fault.
Of course. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Until 6 p.m. Yeah, but it's fine. Yeah.
Until 6 p.m. Yeah, yeah. But this wasn't his. You see, they like it when it was their option.
Right.
This doesn't seem to be quite Bab's option. He
Oh,
had no he had no autonomy to change
right.
it.
Yes, 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 yes.
Maybe there'll be more conversation on that as we go further down into the book. But where we are right now, he didn't mind it, but it was
Right.
out of his option. She literally sent him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was literally something that it seemed to be very female led in heaven.
And she took it when she wanted.
She took it when she
First
wanted.
time was what 25 times or something like
25 times. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And she said she's going for her thing. And then she said, you can get someone, somebody came to the shop and she said, after, I'll send him over and
Yes.
whatever, and she enjoy. And then when you go further down, it was something that the women of the village offered him just because they thought he was a nice and decent man. Oh, yes, there is something that I wanted to speak about. And I guess I don't know if when we get a chance to speak to Adam, if they could enlighten us some more. So even in church, so they went to church one day, one
Yes.
in the
Yes. Yes.
morning, of
Yes.
which she didn't have a choice either.
Right.
Because
Yes.
she said you have to go to
Yes.
church.
Yes.
And I guess she was so moved by the spirit to go up him. And he said, hey, hey, it's church. We're in church.
Yeah.
And she said, this is a part of worship.
Yeah. Look around. Everybody else is
Look
doing.
around. And in the worship that they had,
Yes.
certainly the elders and deacons
Yes. All the body
were
parts are part of the worship.
or that was the line. All the
Yes.
body parts participate in
Yes.
worship over here.
Yes.
And he
Yeah.
said, that's interesting.
But again,
Interesting thing.
yeah, to put some rules in it for it to
Yes.
work for him besides either the him or the hood.
Or they would
Not both.
find one of it because we're
Put
not
down
doing
the
both of
hymnal and
them.
then you can and then otherwise, yeah.
I love it. I love
Uh,
it.
so Adam had shared a page because where where the book is on the Akashic books where
Akashic books, yes. Hmm.
yes, they have the so apparently his dad Tony Anthony Winkler, had recorded maybe a few chapters, but they have a little clip, so it'd be nice, I thought, to maybe
Yes.
play a little bit of that so people hear what he sounded like. I think he was older
He
here,
was, yes.
but
Yeah.
you will hear from he opens his mouth the it's comedic from he opens his mouth. You can hear it. You can
You
hear that
hear it.
there's a jokester in there
Yes.
the way he reads it.
Yeah.
But let me share it and
Yes,
then
please.
we'll play a little bit of this.
The Duppy by Anthony C. Winkler, Chapter 1. One Saturday morning, not very long ago, I dropped dead and turned into a duppy. Some finicky members of the book buying public will no doubt challenge this opening. I welcome this opposition. They will gripe, as a friend of mine did when I showed him this first page. Baps, you expect me to pay hard earned money for a book whose writer dead in the opening sentence? If the writer dead in the beginning, who write the book? Duppy? Being dead is most definitely an impediment to writing a book under ordinary circumstances. Proof that death is a challenging obstacle to a literary career is to be found in the fact that, to the best of my knowledge, there is not a single case of Jamaican Duppy ever published in a book on the island. Not one. Moreover, as everyone knows, the common pastime of a Jamaican Duppy, to romp on the naked bellies of sleeping church sisters, is an entirely frivolous one that requires no formal schooling, literacy, or intellectual skills. Indeed, it is widely believed, and I myself believe it, that Jamaican Duppy is illiterate, no free places in the schools ever having been set aside by successive governments for education of the substantial Duppy population known to roam the island.
Quite. Quite.
No man.
Yeah, you can see. I think both of us probably had the. I heard it. Saw him once at Calabash.
I think it might have been the same time. I
It
think it
might
was
have been the
might have been the
same,
same time.
and he
And
is. He's just as animated.
yeah, and when I spoke with his wife with Kat, she says she thinks she remembers it was a short story he was reading, something called was it Greasy Legs or something like that. And she said she doesn't know where the a copy of that is. And no,
Oh,
um, but somebody else had a copy of it. So anyway, she was like it's a short story. And she thinks she remembers that time when he was reading that thing. But yeah, as I said before, rolling. But you can hear it. You can hear it in his voice.
yes, you can hear it.
There's a little troublemaker in the voice, in the voice there. Um, it kind of reminds me of me sitting down with my grandfather and him telling us these stories because he was always good with the with memory
And the audience, so on. Yeah,
and right. So we'd be on the veranda and he'd be telling us stories of when they went on a cruise. He took my grandmother and my youngest aunt. They went
yeah.
on a cruise ship. This was something like 1960 something. They went all over the place. They went to the the World's Fair in New York,
Oh,
and then they went to Europe. They went to UK. They went to Switzerland. They went to
oh, see.
Germany and a few other places. And I've seen my grandmother's scrapbooks with all the pictures, and she had like a million postcards, like in the Alps and all kind of stuff.
Member postcard, Michael.
Postcards, and she had a pictures of her. The Jamaican pose with the flower in the hand, a Kew Gardens or whatever. So that
Please, yes.
was. But it's for me, it's the same kind of, and he had that kind of because my grandfather's from St. Mary, um,
Troublemaking energy. Yes.
and the same kind, the country kind of sound, the accent.
And it's a very specific. I
Yeah,
find that you have like either you just say deeply uptown or Jamaican white. It's a very specific
yeah. And,
tonality.
and,
I
and
don't
my
know if that's
grandfather
the right
was
thing.
was Scottish, something, I think so. So
They have
it's,
an all deep Jamaican sound,
yes, exactly,
man.
exactly. It's
Hmm.
country and it's very Jamaican, but it's not the typical Jamaican either.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
But
I love it. And I mean, it's lovely that he got even to do that. So
yeah,
to live to a point where he could record a part of the book
yeah,
and that would be saved digitally on a file.
that's nice. Yeah,
That is really very awesome.
very, very, very cool, very cool.
Very, very cool. Very,
I'm,
very
I'm really
animated.
grateful to Adam for sharing that link because
Yes.
we didn't know it existed. Uh,
Yeah.
it's good to hear his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And I think mhm.
go ahead. You were saying something?
No, no, no. I was listening to you. It looked like your video was thinking
Oh,
for
right,
you.
sorry. Okay.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just going through the book, I think not to jump the gun, but again, so where I am, which is post chapter 10,
Hmm.
now, because we're moving along, we have about, a few more reads on this book here.
Right.
He met God, which is one of the
Okay.
highlights of of Thaddeus's Babs. He says, "Me, a sinner like myself, yeah, actually sit down and hear having a conversation with God.
Hmm.
Should I bust it? We can bust it because we'll talk about it next week.
What's it, man?
God,
Talk about it.
God
Talk
is a peeny wally.
about but it's got like a little peony wall or a big peony wall.
He's a little peeny wally. He's
Oh
a
wow.
little peeny wally. That's just walking alongside him. He met him in a tree, and the voice was just coming from the tree.
Okay.
And it was a nice little commentary. There were some American students who I guess they died in Jamaica. They
Okay.
were on like a historical geographical excavation trip about
Right.
dinosaurs. I couldn't
Okay.
quite figure that part out because I don't know if it is that we had dinosaurs in Jamaica. However, this group of students and their professor died in Jamaica, so they made it to Jamaican heaven in the village.
Okay. Okay. That must have been
And
shelter.
he
Hmm.
and he ran upon them stoning this tree. And when he realized, they're like, who are you stoning? He said, well, they're stoning God. Because they were quite upset because God killed off the dinosaurs.
Oh, I
And
see.
he
Okay.
said, what? So when he come, him start to fight them off, and a big row happened. And there was commentary on how the fact that these American youths are by far the most destructive and rude. And
Wow.
that's just like, boy,
Hmm.
Caribbean people, for somewhere that we talk about or we go to a lot. We really
Yes.
do have a lot of feelings
You
about
have a lot to
America.
say.
We
Yes.
have a lot to say from then time till now. And they had a big row, and then he said he was going to a philosopher because he had tied up a philosopher that he got into an argument some days before with about, I don't know, it was some philosophical statement, like he was saying, I like the man was saying the man to run the man, and he says he cannot go because he is not, and he has to be before he can go. Listen, some deeply philosophical thing, and I say, Anthony, you really you put in a lot of things here. So days after, what was interesting is days after when he ran up there with God, The philosopher was still tied to the tree.
Okay.
So Babs now being completely embarrassed. As a matter of fact, that is how he set off on his walk. Because, idle life in heaven, if
Right.
nothing really to do. It's like, oh, I feel like talking to a fool. He literally said that. I feel like talking to a fool. I wonder if that philosopher is still there. So he had set off to find the philosopher. And the philosopher was tied there. So him now walking with God was very embarrassed that him tie up God. He tied up the philosopher. And he said, "Man, why you never free yourself? Because of course, remember this is heaven. You
Right.
can just wish yourself free." And he said, I am not, therefore I can't wish myself free. And you said,
Okay. Very philosophical. Yes.
very, very, and it just goes, and it just goes. It just goes, and you're like, aha. And then he had some big moments, and then he finally left him and God there talking because he went again to think about his new thoughts, to philosophize his new thoughts.
Okay. Okay.
So again, very interesting. And I guess speaking about the same thing, it could be a social commentary. Winkler trying to just get us to say we can literally get ourselves out of a lot of situations,
Right. Right.
but we kind of stay there just us.
Because it's comfortable. It's what we know.
It's comfortable. It's what we know. Or we come up with all of the many reasons why we can't leave, or
Yeah.
why we can't leave yet. We can't free ourselves yet from a particular situation.
Need to suffer a little bit longer.
Even in heaven.
Yeah.
Even in heaven, my God, I must
Yeah.
stay tied up
Yeah. Yeah.
because I can't figure it out the way I want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So lots of nugget of wisdoms in these things if you know how to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we glad for the win, providing lots of things for us to think about in these pages.
I mean, I don't think we. Well, I certainly didn't expect that there'll be all these little things, these
No.
little tangents that we go on when we started on this book. I thought, it'll
Yeah.
be funny because the lunatic and whatnot.
Yes.
But this is really really cool actually because
Yeah.
the tangents it does send us on.
Yeah.
you know.
And I guess really is how you're supposed to kind of look at a book, because nothing is, which is why, even though this is my professional setting, I hate like self-help books. I've
Yes.
never been able to get into them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know Maybe a chicken soup, I've read a couple chicken soups
Yeah.
and all of these things, and maybe I want to store, but anything that kind of says calls itself a self-help book,
Yeah.
or 10 ways to do this, or philosophize my
Mhm.
life, or something.
I don't like those either, quite frankly.
And as somebody who is literally, that's my profession, I'm
Yeah.
like, this is so trite. I've never, I've never been able to get into them.
Mhm.
But then you see a world of nuggets that can help you think about things in random books.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, in kind of ways that you go, oh, okay, what was Winkler saying about me trying to stay in a position that I don't want to be
Right.
in heaven? Just wish yourself away, love.
Yeah. It could have been out of this position long time.
Long time ago. There was I don't know if you remember it, it just reminded me of the beginning of the not the beginning of the movie. Yeah, kind of the beginning of Eat, Pray, Love.
Okay, I didn't watch it.
You didn't?
No.
Mike, you should watch it.
Okay.
But
Who
I'm
was
gonna
it?
give you it wasn't Sandra Bullock, it's my girl there.
From
Um
Pretty Woman. Maybe I
Pretty
did watch
Woman
it.
lady.
I think I watched part of
Yes.
it. I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. I think I did watch it. Goes to India.
So
Yeah.
yes, she goes to India, Italy, and
Okay.
Bali. I
I
think
watched
it's
part of it. I
Bali.
didn't watch all of it because Eat, Pray, Love. It's another book. It's like a self-help book,
It
isn't
was
it?
a book, but I definitely could digest it as a movie. I never read the book, but I
Okay.
digested it well as a
Okay.
movie.
All right. Maybe I'll watch it. All right.
So, and it has you would like the soundtrack. The soundtrack you would like
Okay. Okay.
quite, because it had it. So the soundtrack had music from all three of the countries that she
I would
went to.
definitely love that. Yes.
There
Yes.
you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely love it. Yeah.
There you go. So there's a part of it where this woman, she gave a story of this woman who was in some situations and had gone up to like the statue that represented God in the village or whatever.
Mhm.
And I guess every day she would go and she would pray at the altar and just like, please, for instance, not for instance, it's exactly what it said. I'm broken out here. I need to win the lottery. I'm poor, whatever I would need. Can I win the lottery? Can I win the lottery? And every day she goes and she said, I need to win the lottery. Pray to win the lottery.
Hmm.
And one day the statue comes alive and the statue says to her, my dear, buy the ticket.
Yeah, indeed. Yes.
Buy the ticket.
Yeah.
So now she gets it and now she bought the ticket.
Yes.
Which is the same thing I kind of Winkler was saying is,
Yeah. Yeah.
why you sit down there, wish yourself, do the thing that you need to do to
Take
get
take
the
the first
thing that
step
you
out of it.
want.
Take the first
Yes,
step out of it because you can't win with it if you don't buy the
you
ticket,
can't win without the ticket.
and you can't get over there if you don't take one step in that direction.
And I love that. It's something that I always remember because it's so simple, isn't it? My
Yeah.
dear, buy the ticket.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's a lot of things, or just get yourself free. Do the
Hmm.
first movement.
Hmm.
But we oftentimes get very, very overwhelmed with things, or we're sitting down there thinking of the many ways of how I got into this position, what I'm going to do if I ever get out. Then you rally back to what me do. Or
Right.
are the tree, are the ties, them, or the string around me, and
Mm.
never realize that the knot is actually unsecured. You could probably
Right.
just
Right. Right.
loosen
Right.
it, you
And
know?
then and then also sometimes I'm not sure why I'm going in this direction, but sometimes you are in this situation and you're delaying everything else. You're delaying
Yes.
everything else about your life. You're not okay, since I'm not in the right place where I want to live. I'm not gonna buy this furniture, and I'm not gonna do this,
Yes.
and I'm not gonna
Yes.
entertain these people, and blah blah blah. And what's the point of that? You're taking this one thing, this one little thing, and dealing the rest of your life because of it. This one little thing.
Yeah.
When this one little thing might change tomorrow, but you don't know. But live your life,
Live
you
your
know.
life.
Live your life.
Clarity. Get it done. There's something there's something called the miracle question in the brand of social work that I was trained in,
Mm,
called the miracle question. It's supposed to help you in counseling as well. And it's like, okay, every day you face this situation and you want to get out. So the miracle question says, you wake up tomorrow morning and a miracle happened when you were sleeping,
mhm.
right? You don't really consciously know that the miracle happened, but the miracle happened. Wake up and tell me what you would do. Tell me how your day would go if the miracle happened.
Okay.
And so if the client or the patient kind of tells you what their day is like, the next move for the counselor to say is, okay, tomorrow do exactly that. So say for instance you're depressed and the kind of person, they're like, well, if I wasn't depressed and that issue went away when I was sleeping and I woke up, I would probably wake up and brush my teeth and make breakfast and then probably walk down to the park and da 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 da.
Hmm.
And so the counselor said, then what is it that's stopping you from doing that? Because functionally you still can.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So now we know it's not as easy as that for a lot of people and whatever. But
Right.
the point of the thing is, can you get up, make your egg and bacon or whatever, eat it, and then walk down to the park? Like, can you do that functionally?
Yeah.
Yes. So do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So it's, yeah,
Absolutely.
very interesting little notes. You see that, Anthony? Look where you sent us.
Social work. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um, I want to. I want to. Let me see if I can do these things. I keep forgetting to do these things. Um, wait, I don't have it set up to do it. It's fine. But I'd love for people to like. Let me put the ticker tape thing down there. To like us on the
Yes.
various
On the yes.
the socials, especially the YouTube. If you can like it and share it and
Mm-hmm.
subscribe, that'd be great. Um, and also, our link tree has links to join the book club if you like to join the book club, but also just to join the reggae online community,
Yes.
community space,
Mm-hmm.
because we're still growing it, but things will happen there, and also to follow me, subscribe on my
Me as
Right.
well. All of your
Yes, yes.
facilitators here.
On
Yes.
my Substack and whatnot, especially. Um, but what is your give me a handle?
My
let me
handle
yeah.
at Shauna K Burns.
Uh,
At SHAWNAKAEBURNS at Shauna K Burns. Real simple.
yeah. I'm gonna
Somebody
put
was
it up.
shot there like, how is that available? I said, yep. It was just there waiting for me.
Let's spell it right, right?
That's on
Yeah.
Instagram. That's on IG
That's
at Shauna K
unwritten.
Burns.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. So
Yeah. There you go.
yeah. So give us a follow. Give us a follow and
Give us a follow.
talk to we if
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
Be respectful, of course.
Yes.
Because
And
you
our
can't
new members are people who are silently watching in the background on YouTube
silently and
or
nobody's
whatever.
talking to us. Talk to us,
Talk
man.
to us.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
I wonder if
So
they think it's like like an elite club. Antonio started as just somebody who
as
was
a
a member
member,
who
exactly,
listened, and now
exactly,
he's a whole facilitator.
right. So, but yeah, but I think yeah,
So yeah, we could do it
thanks.
short and spicy today, Mike. I think.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I haven't ordered. I didn't cook, so I'm gonna order dinner.
Please do
Yeah,
that. Yes, I'm going
because
to
it's
have dinner now.
6:46 over here, and it's five.
Yeah, it's 5:46 at home. It's dinner o'clock. I've always
Yes,
found it interesting the Jamaican culture of people who have dinner too.
on a Sunday. Yes, yes,
Yes, I
especially on a
find it
Sunday.
very strange.
It's very strange, but sometimes I do that too. Like I say, oh, it's Sunday, I can
That's
have dinner
lunch.
earlier. I can have
But
dinner
then
earlier.
by 6 o'clock, I guess that's the concept of supper. Because
Yes,
supper really happens in the evening.
yes, right.
Right.
We could do the Lord of the Rings thing, the breakfast and then 11s and
11.
I'm always for
It's
11.
just time to have some tea and cookies now.
Yes,
That's what it
an
is.
apple, a little something, the 11s. So
11.
yes. All right, my
Yes.
darling. Good to see you. Good to chat
Yes.
with you. We'll we'll
Yes, it
we'll,
is.
we'll be back in a
And we'll
few
see you
weeks.
through as we'll be back in a few weeks to reach another thing as to what the Duppy has unfolded for us.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All righty.
Alrighty,
Bye.
bye.